Central California.
I'm Steve Weisman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. After holding the high-powered Chiefs to just 9 points in the Super Bowl win, the Bucs will have to be busy in free agency to keep that defense intact. Linebacker Levante David is one of 3 defensive starters set to become free agents. And Cleveland.com reports the Browns will make David a top free agent target should he hit the market. Meantime, T.Y. Hilton will also be a free agent, but the Colts want the Pro Bowl wideout back. Head coach Frank Reich says, quote, "The discussions we've had, I think we're optimistic T.Y. can end his career as a Colt." And the NFL lost a legend Sunday. Former Eagles cornerback and coach Irv Cross passed away. After his playing career, Cross joined CBS Sports and became the first African-American to work full-time as a sports analyst on national television. Irv Cross was 81 years old. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
DQ presents How to Find Meal Fulfillment. First, the delicious new rotisserie-style chicken bites from DQ. Then feast your eyes on these unbreaded, tender, juicy, 100% white meat beauties. Next, take a bite of the bite. Realize that unbreaded chicken loaded with flavor is finally possible. And last, call your boss and ask for that promotion. You may have started last week, but hey, if chicken this good is possible, anything is possible. New rotisserie-style chicken bites are now at DQ. Happy tastes good.
What's in store this week at your local Staples?
Big deals on paper that are kind of a big deal.
That's because Staples has just reduced their everyday prices on True Red paper.
And so right now, a ream of Staples True Red copy paper is only $3.99 every single day.
Just $3.99 for a ream of True Red copy paper makes every day a great day to save at...
Shop in-store or pick up curbside and save big with everyday low prices on paper at Staples.
Limit 3. Curbside available at most stores.
AM 1230, KXO, Central California. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Nice, crisp, clear morning.
Yeah. Yesterday, the same, and sounds like it might be that way for another day or so.
Well, for another day or so. Then get ready for a change. After all, it is fair time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Consistently changing.
Yes. This time of year, all sorts of weather systems start moving through the area.
Start making their pass through.
Yep. And oftentimes I check with my daughter, Sarah, who lives in Portland, and, find out what the weather is like there, because 2 days later we'll get pieces of their weather.
I like that. Pieces of somebody else's weather. Why not?
Yeah, well, they typically get a whole lot more rain than we do.
And how?
Yes. Okay.
Rain,
we've got birthdays to celebrate and a few other things. Oh, good weekend?
Yeah, a short one, but a good one. How about you?
Yeah, I, for the most part, took the weekend.
Didn't do anything, huh?
Very little. And just made a quick trip to San Diego, got Louie out and around. And, Louie will be 11 months old Thursday. And he gets car sick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but Dramamine works well.
Ah, okay. So you already were aware of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we popped him some Dramamine, and he was fine on the trip to San Diego and back.
Yeah. Only had to treat him one time, huh?
Yep. Yeah. So, and I can remember one of my daughters, and I won't mention which one, used to travel with Dramamine constantly.
Car sickness.
Yeah.
It can sneak up on you.
Yeah. Anyway, Louis did well, and it was good to get out and around a little bit. Okay, birthdays today. We missed yesterday. Captain Stubing, Gavin McLeod, turned 90.
Gavin McLeod, yeah.
Yes, and singer Sam the Sham is, he turned 84 yesterday. So those yesterdays, And
these will be today.
These will be today's. Actor Robert Harry from Hogan's Heroes is 95. He played Leclerc, the Frenchman. Singer, actor Harry Belafonte, 94. Singer Mike D'Abo of Manfred Mann, 77. Singer Roger Daltrey of Who? 7. Actor Benedict Team is 76. Ron Howard is 67. That'd be Opie. Actress Catherine Bach is 66. Actor Tim Daly, 65. Actor Brian Bott is 58. Actor Maurice Benard is 58. Actor Russell Wong is 58. Actor Chris Eigman is 56. Actor John David Cullum is 55. Actor George Eads, 54. Actor Javier Bardem is 53. Actor Jack Davenport, 48. Ryan Peake of Nickelback, 48. Actor Mark Gosselaar is 47. Actor Jason Jensen Ackles, 43. Actor Lupita Nyong'o is 38. And Justin Bieber. Oh, I hope someday that his acne does clear up. He's 27.
Well, you got to wait a few more years for that to happen.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, and we've got local birthdays coming up with a twist. Stick around. It's tough being a kid these days, and kids going hungry shouldn't be a problem. The Imperial Valley Food Bank needs your help. Food insecurity in the Imperial Valley is on the rise. The Imperial Valley Food Bank's backpack program has more than doubled during the pandemic. Through this program, schools distribute backpacks with needed items to make sure no kid or family goes hungry during the weekend when no school service is available. Become a hunger warrior. Donate to the Imperial Valley Food Bank and the Backpack Program. Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Mary Rodriguez, Amy Volmer, Taylor Elvis Lyon Ramirez, Robert Tapia, Richard McElvaney, Raul Moreno, Patty Martinez, Pamela King, Ada Esperanza, Bill Browning, Carlos Rodriguez, Cassandra Roldan, Christina Castro, David Enzi, Doug Russell, Emma Ramirez, Gabriel Ramos, Jennifer Bravo, Jim Canada, Joe Buzo, Cameron Greer, Leslie Clark, Marcy Rodriguez, Matthew Gibson. And let's celebrate our Leap babies. Yeah, they have February 29th as a birthday. Yeah, Beatriz Delgadillo, Tot Asserman, Valerie Kiles, Christopher Eiton, Edward Martinez, Cassie Connie Zimmerman, Toronce, Verdine Patton Hurd. Happy birthday from KXO.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Yes, and especially to the babies, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they only get one birthday every 4 years.
Every 4 years, that's...
Yeah, okay. Anyway, anything else exciting happen?
We've got some that we'll share in the news coming up. A new CEO for the Regional Chamber of Commerce here in the county. And somebody that went on a rampage against automobile windows.
Yeah, well, that's just one of our local crazies that, has done stuff like that before. Mm. And, of course, you can't arrest them because they won't accept. Got to be a pretty major crime to get booked into Imperial County Jail these days.
Well, don't know about major crime. It is certainly a major expense.
Yes. Okay. Ready for news?
Ready for news.
We've got to look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. Okay, 37 degrees this morning. Did your heater work? Does your air conditioner work? Call Lock Air Conditioning and get that thing checked out.
CBS News Brief. The U.S. now has 3 coronavirus vaccines with Johnson & Johnson doses shipping this morning. Overall, the vaccine's efficacy rate in trials was lower than Moderna and Pfizer's. Chairman and CEO Alex Gorski.
Our vaccine showed 80% effectiveness in severe disease, and it kept all the patients out of the hospital and
Some southern communities are still without water. In Mississippi City Council President Aaron Banks.
People are stepping up to do what it takes. People have been coming here, getting tubs of water and getting tankers of water to take to nursing homes to senior citizens.
Prince Philip has moved to another London hospital for treatment. CBS's Vicky Barker.
Palace officials say the Duke of Edinburgh remains comfortable and is responding to treatment, but is expected to remain in St. Bartholomew's Hospital until at least the end of the week. The Queen remains at Castle, where the couple have been self-isolating since last March.
CBS News, Brittany Gillette.
Whatever the weather brings this winter, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium system to keep your home warm and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bills. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi enabled touchscreen thermostat. Every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States, backed by industry-leading warranties. Affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Condition local York dealer. 0353-4501. That's 534501. Schedule a free evaluation of your system. York, install confidence. Contract in 696-216.
California headline news. Congresswoman Karen Bass says minorities are having a tougher time than others in getting the COVID vaccine.
And so we have access is a serious problem, even in Los Angeles, because people are having difficulties getting online.
As suggesting alternate forms of registering people for vaccine appointments and setting up more mobile vaccination sites. At the CPAC gathering in Florida over the weekend, California Republican Congressman Devin Nunes expressed support for the attempted recall of Governor Gavin Newsom and finding a candidate who can win a recall election.
We're going to have to rally behind one candidate. There's a lot of good candidates that are talking about it right now. At the end of the day, when it comes, time to push this, we're going to have to really rally behind one.
Former acting director of national intelligence Richard Grinnell suggested during his speech that he could possibly run against Newsom. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says the sexual allegations against New York Governor are credible. California Democrat, one of several in her party, calling for an independent investigation. Low 70s in southern and northern California regions today. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call your friends and neighbors at Lock Air Conditioning today.
Any credit card can offer cash back, but only Discover matches all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year. It's like getting one of those birthday cards that's shaped like cash, so you already know there's cash inside before opening it. But in this case, it's stuffed with your first year cash back match, and you don't even have to send a thank you note. Cashback match. Only by Discover Card. Learn more at discover.com/match. Discover. Something brighter.
I never chose to become a gambling addict, but what I did choose was to get help from a professional counselor. Admitting I was powerless to solve my problem, that opened the doors. I thought I was beyond repair until I called 1-800-GAMBLER and was provided life-changing resources and referrals at zero cost to me.
For no-cost gambling addiction counseling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text SUPPORT to 53342. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And it's page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
COVID numbers are up in some areas. According to the number, active cases of the virus in Imperial County have increased by 4. There are now 122 active cases of COVID-19. Deaths attributed to COVID-19 have increased to 591, up from the previous report of 587. There are currently 26 COVID patients hospitalized in Imperial County, one less than what was reported Thursday. There are 8 COVID-19 positive patients in intensive care, down 2 from the Thursday report. There are currently 3 ICU beds available in Imperial County. There has been an increase in new cases. 700,000 population. They are now 6.56, up from 6.11 previously reported. Positivity rate is down. It is now at 14.86%, down from 15.13% reported. A 23-year-old man was charged with driving under the influence following an accident early Saturday morning. The accident was reported shortly after 1:30 a.m. Saturday near Euclid and Imperial in El Centro. One of the cars fled the scene but was located several minutes later, several blocks away. The person was injured in the accident, and the fence of a nearby mobile home park was damaged. The driver who fled the scene was cited for driving under the influence and reckless driving. The accident remains under investigation. KXO News Time 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Broly Auto Center, Way 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
A road closure. It's a portion of Mellowland Road. County Public Works says they are investigating a possible sinkhole at the bridge. The road is closed between Worthington and Evan Hughes Highway. Public Works, the section of Mellowland will remain closed until further notice. Motorists are being asked to use an alternate route. A man with a baseball bat broke car windows Friday night, lots of them. Shortly before 11 p.m. Friday night, a guest at the Holiday Inn Express reported a man with a bat was breaking windows in the parking lot of the hotel. The man was described as being about 5'5" tall, weighing 160 pounds, wearing a white shirt and dark jeans. Total of 8 vehicles had windows smashed by the man, who was last seen heading towards a transient camp near Interstate 8 and the railroad tracks. The incident remains under investigation. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Auto Centers in Brawley and Intro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
You know you're doing something right when you've been in business for over 43 years and still going strong. And that company, Derma's Floor Covering. Yes, Ray takes pride in making sure that you're 100% satisfied with the installation they do and the product they use. That product is Shaw, the leading flooring company in the world. So when it's time to replace your floor, count on Derma's Floor Covering, a company that's been around for a long time. Derma's Floor Covering, 220 North J Street in Imperial.
It's page 2 of the local news, and I'll go in depth with the weather. All brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Well, the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce now has a chief executive officer. The Regional Chamber Executive Board has announced the hiring of Daniel Schoen as the CEO of the Regional Chamber, formed by the merging of Imperial, Westmoreland, and El Centro Chambers. Schoen has been managing partner of the Floridian Group, a Florida-based consulting firm specializing in government relations, advocacy, community affairs, policy development, grant management, and government procurement. Initially, Schoen will be an employee of the El Centro Chamber of Commerce, while legal details of the new regional entity are finalized. His primary focus will be on the development of the Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce, and then transition to the role of the new organization. Strong winds swept through the southeast Coachella Valley. The winds took down 14 power poles along a major transmission line. The Imperial Irrigation District says at 4:20 Thursday morning, the downed power poles caused outages to 3,400 IID customers. The repair project was an all-hands-on-deck situation, according to the Imperial Irrigation District Energy Manager, Marilyn Del Bosque Gilbert. She says IID crews were assisted by Irby construction crews in a non-stop type operation. The outages were reported in Bombay Beach, North Shore, and Mecca. Grid operators worked to reroute power while reconstruction efforts were underway. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
After a cold start to the week, warmer conditions are anticipated heading into midweek in the Imperial and Yuma valleys as high pressure moves through the Intermountain West. A Pacific low-pressure system will bring a chance of rain to the area during the Wednesday to Thursday time frame. A return to normal temperatures is likely by Friday and next weekend. 66 our high yesterday, 37 the low this morning. Be sunny today with a high near 71. Light wind becoming east-northeast about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 40. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming south-southwest after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 78. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. 46 degrees, 24% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Yeah, right now. Air quality is good most everywhere except moderate. Kxo and at Uabese, unhealthy right at the border. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Cocopah Casino is open for business 24 hours a day and committed to your safety. Play in comfort and cleanliness on the Cocopah Casino floor, featuring all your favorite games, properly spaced and meeting social distancing guidelines. Relax and play at the friendliest casino in Yuma, making sure you're comfortable with constant disinfection, safety precautions, and welcoming smiles for your visit. Winning is just around the corner at Cocopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action, yeah, they're still playing. Well, first off, postponed, the Bulls and the Raptors. Yeah, COVID just kind of gets in the way. Meanwhile, the Bucks beat the Clippers 105-100. Celtics nipped the Wizards 111-110. The Knicks beat up on the Pistons 109-90. Heat got by the Hawks 109-99. Grizzlies versed the Rockets 133-84. The Lakers won. They beat the Warriors 117-91. The Suns topped the Timberwolves 118-99. And it was the Hornets 127. The Kings 126 as the Hornets outscored the Kings by 9 in the fourth quarter. Tiger Woods, in a tweet last night, said it was touching to see so many players wearing his trademark Sunday red for the final round of the WGC Workday Championship, just days after a serious car accident left him hospitalized and emergency surgery. Wood said, "It's hard to explain how touching today was when I turned on the TV and saw all the red shirts. To every golfer and every fan, you are truly helping me get through this tough time."
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, a little bit more in the NBA. Houston Rockets guard Victor Oladipo recently turned down a 2-year, $45.2 million maximum contract extension. Yeah, Oladipo, hey, he wants to get out of Houston. Meanwhile, pioneering black sports analyst Irv Cross passed away over the weekend at the age of 81. Cross, a former Pro Bowl defensive back, who became the first black man to work full-time as a sports analyst on national television, died yesterday at the age of 81. In baseball, Tommy Pham, well, Pham says, "I'm lucky even to be able to play." Pham was stabbed over the off-season in an incident in San Diego last October. According to Pham, I'm lucky to even be able to play. Pham started in left field against the Mariners in the Padres' first spring training game of 2021. Ray Mancini received a standing ovation and applause from both dugouts yesterday during his first live at-bat after missing the 2020 season while recovering from stage 3 colon cancer. And that's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers durable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at West Main Street and 1 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned security service protecting you and your property. So Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Warren Buffett is warning that the pathetic returns available to bond investors may encourage risky behavior. Bonds are not the place to be these days, the legendary investor wrote in Berkshire Hathaway's annual letter to shareholders, lamenting that the on 10-year Treasury bonds has fallen 94% since September 1981. The big picture, interest rates have been set below zero by central banks in a handful of countries, including Japan, and trillions of dollars have been printed. The idea is that doing so will encourage banks to lend and companies and governments to borrow, spurring recovery from the pandemic. That's pushed yields on government bonds to very low levels. Meanwhile, a major Chinese oil company that has traded on Wall Street for decades has become the latest casualty of tensions between Washington and Beijing. The New York Stock Exchange announced Friday that it will delist CNOOC, China's third largest oil company and its largest offshore oil producer, shares in that firm will stop trading March 9th. The exchange said it was aiming to comply with an order former President Donald Trump signed in November, which bans Americans from investing in firms that the U.S. governments are either owned or controlled by the Chinese military. Right now, the Dow Jones Industrial is up almost 700 points at 31,627. And the S&P 500 up 85 at 3896. The NASDAQ is at 13,500. That's up 307 points. Gold up $9.90 an ounce. And oil is off 5 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Sunny today with a high near 71. Light wind becoming east-northeast about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 40. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming south-southwest after midnight. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 78. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. And right now, downtown, 47 degrees, 26% relative humidity. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, now offering 24-hour-a-day post boxes. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Ace Home Convenience Store is now open in El Centro, Brawley, and Holtville. 3 great locations means there's an Ace right around the corner, standing by with expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes quicker and your big projects even better. In the desert, your projects are unique. You covered. We're your all-new Ace Home Convenience Stores, built for Imperial Valley. 3 brand new stores, El Centro, Brawley, and Holtville.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
Is CBS News on the Hour.
Governor Newsom and state legislative leaders have reached an agreement that could put most kids back in classrooms by the end of March. Districts would get up to $6.6 billion if they agree to in-person instruction, at least through 2nd grade. Just a day after federal regulators green-lighted a 3rd coronavirus vaccine, Johnson & Johnson has begun shipments to facilities across the country. The company's CEO, Alex Gorski, tells CBS this morning,
we're on track to deliver 4 million within the next couple of days, 20 million by the month of March, and we'll have 100 million doses between the end of June.
More from CBS's Deborah Alfarone.
They could actually be received and in people's arms tomorrow. They're coming from Shepherdsville, Kentucky. These were actually created and made in the Netherlands. They're trying to get their Baltimore production facility up to speed right now. And once they do that, that shipping time could be even sooner.
Former President Trump hinted at a White House comeback in a speech at CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Conference in Orlando. If he does run again, he says he'll stick with the Republican Party. A political analyst, Larry Sabato.
The one announced matters politically is that Trump apparently ruled out forming a third party. That would have been a disaster for Republicans at all levels because he would have been splitting the Republican coalition.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is facing the biggest challenge of his political life.
A group of former Albany staffers is calling for the governor's resignation. Rita Passarella, co-founder of the Sexual Harassment Working Group, says Andrew Cuomo's apology doesn't admit wrongdoing.
He doesn't say anything is going to go differently in the future.
Cuomo had tried to handpick someone to look into 2 of his staffers' claims of unwanted advances, but gave Attorney General Letitia James the go-ahead to appoint an independent investigator with subpoena powers. hours. Marla Diamond for CBS News, New York.
Queen Elizabeth's husband is still struggling with his health. CBS's Vicky Barker is in London. Prince Philip has just been transferred by ambulance to a different London hospital, St. Bartholomew's, which specializes in cardiac care. Palace officials say the Duke of Edinburgh will continue to undergo treatment for an infection, as well as have tests for a pre-existing heart condition. A touching moment at last night's Golden Globe Awards when the late Chadwick Boseman won Best Actor for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. His widow, Taylor Simone Ledward, accepted virtually.
I don't have his words, but we have to take all the moments to celebrate those we love. So thank you.
The actor died of colon cancer in August. Dow up 680. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Switch to T-Mobile for Business and get up to 90 days of service free via virtual rebate on your business plan. You get a great deal, the largest 5G network, and first-class benefits like Microsoft 365 on us. It's better for business and only with T-Mobile for Business. Limited time offer. Stop in store for details. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Virtual Express MasterCard within 8 weeks of receipt of valid submission. Complete port within 60 days. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices, coverage, and plan details.
Is finding the clothes that you love in just the right fit and size an overwhelming task? Experience a new way to shop with Stitch Fix. Our experts hand-select pieces so you can get the ease of personal styling from the convenience of home. Every piece is curated just for you, for staying home or on the go in your unique style. With Stitch Fix, there's never any subscription required, and it's delivered right to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
Israel will have to end a controversial pandemic policy.
Israel's Supreme Court has ordered the government to stop unlimited cell phone surveillance of carriers of the coronavirus, saying the practice is a draconian violation of privacy. Rights groups had slammed the tracking as undemocratic. The High Court said constant surveillance was reminiscent of George Orwell's novel 1984. Robert Berger, CBS News, Jerusalem.
In his virtual thank you for 2 Golden Globe Awards he won for Borat, Sacha Baron Cohen thanked a man he called a fresh new talent, Rudy Giuliani.
Our movie was just the beginning for him. Rudy went on to star in a string of comedy films, hits like Four Seasons Landscaping, Here Die Another Day.
Former president's lawyer was filmed unzipping his pants in a hotel suite with a 24-year-old actress, Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.